Hello, everybody. Thank you again for watching. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm Barry Welsh. I'm your host, and I do appreciate everyone watching. I hope you had a safe and happy day yesterday. We've been monitoring things that have been occurring and potentially leading to an uprising by supporters of Donald Trump. And our first story, our breaking news story this morning, a white supremacist group was in Philadelphia last night. Let's take a look.
With the white supremacist group Patriot Front marched through the heart of Philadelphia. Counter-protesters confronted that particular group. Police did respond to the scene that you see right here. That march coming ahead of today's visit by First Lady Jill Biden, and her security is heightened for the 4th of July. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson is live on Independence Mall with an update on the commotion in the city of Philadelphia. Becca, what are you learning about this?
Greg, first of all, the First Lady is due to be here on Independence Mall within the next few hours for a celebration of freedom ceremony. As you said, with her presence comes heightened security. Homeland Security had issued a warning this week about the threat of violent extremists exploiting the return of large gatherings. Now, while they remained nonviolent last night, a group of white supremacists were here in Philadelphia. They marched through the city on the eve of the First Lady's visit. Police say none of the protesters were from Philadelphia. Patriot Front is based in Texas, and they traveled into the city. Action News was the only crew on scene as the group traveled down the Ben Franklin Parkway, across Market, Chestnut, and Walnut Streets before marching to Penn's Landing. Hundreds of mass protesters from Patriot Front chanted while carrying American flags and shields. At Penn's Landing, several onlookers began yelling at the protesters and banging on trucks as the group loaded into the vehicles and drove off. Police say some of those angry onlookers actually scared off the white supremacists.
They started engaging with citizens of Philadelphia who were none too happy about some of the things they were saying. Apparently, these males felt threatened, and at one point, somebody in their crowd threw a type of what we believe is a smoke bomb to cover their retreat, and they literally ran away from the people of Philadelphia.
Police later questioned the entire group of protesters after pulling their trucks over for safety reasons along Delaware Avenue. Now, police say no property was destroyed during this commotion last night. We are hoping to learn more about why these white supremacists were in Philadelphia. But again, this was on the eve of the First Lady's visit to the city. Live on Independence Mall, Becca Hendrickson, Channel 6, Action News. Alicia?
So there we go. Breaking news. A group of white supremacists from Texas traveled to Philadelphia, marched last night in the late hours of the night. And Philadelphia, for those that don't know, Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Eagles football team fans are well known for throwing ice balls at Santa Claus. So perhaps a message there, don't mess with Philadelphia. Nonetheless, in all sincerity, while we can joke about this because nothing happened, it is no joke. This is potentially a sign, a trigger, if you will. And we'll be monitoring what goes on throughout the rest of the day, throughout the rest of this week, as we are in dark times. So do try to be a light. We'll have more on this as it develops. Breaking news, white supremacist group marches in Philadelphia and basically dispersed by citizens of Philadelphia who just don't want to put up with it. So until next time, it's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. We will monitor this. When we have more, we'll be back.